So today we're going to find out what a compass can tell us about what's happening in the wires. We currently have a 3-cell battery pack with 3 wires and 2 bulbs in sockets, and the bulbs are lit. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect one wire from the battery pack. So we're going to place each of these 3 wires over the compass and take measurements of how far the compass deflects and then also what direction the compass deflects. So as I take the first wire, or wire A, off the battery pack, I'm going to make sure that the end of the wire coming over the north side, coming off the positive terminal of the battery pack, or the red springs, is over the north side of the needle. And then with my other hand, I'll go ahead and connect the battery pack. And it appears as though the compass needle moved to the right, or clockwise, and it moved approximately 20 degrees clockwise. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this wire here. Now, in order to make sure that the wires are all oriented the same way, what we're going to do is we're going to rotate our entire setup counterclockwise. So, keeping everything in order, we're going to rotate wire A to the far side of this, and then the same end of the wire that was coming off this end of the battery pack over here, so we're now on wire B, the yellow wire. We want to make sure that end of the wire is over the north side of the needle. And we'll go ahead and connect 1, 2, 3. And again, we have 20 degrees clockwise. Continuing with the same motion, we're going to rotate our whole setup counterclockwise. Now we're moving the second bulb past the compass, making sure the end of the wire coming from the red springs goes over the north side of the needle. And we connect our battery pack, 1, 2, 3. And again, we have 20 degrees clockwise. Well, the follow-up question was, what would happen to our compass deflection if we were to flip the battery pack? In other words, take the wire off the blue bolt and connect it to the red springs and vice versa. So we'll go ahead and disconnect the wire off the blue bolt and connect that to where the red springs were, and 1, 2, 3. And sure enough, we have 20 degrees, but this time the compass needle went counterclockwise. So if we were to test the other 2 wires using the same process, we keep rotating it around. We get a 20 degrees counterclockwise measurement there. And lastly, wire B, same end of the wire over the north side of the needle, and again we get a 20 degree counterclockwise measurement there. So the wrap up here is for wires A, B, and C in the normal arrangement, we had 20 degrees clockwise, 20 degrees clockwise, 20 degrees clockwise. Now it looks like it's too bright to read. Not very clear. There we go. And then when we flip the battery pack, we had 20 degrees as well. It went to the 340 degree mark on the compass, which is 20 degrees, but in the opposite direction, counterclockwise. 20 degree counterclockwise and 20 degree counterclockwise. So this is the data, the evidence that we're going to use to make our claim for this activity.